Welcome to another exciting episode of the Make Each Click Count podcast, where we dive into the world of online marketing, e-commerce, and all things digital strategy. Today, we have a very special guest joining us. He is the LinkedIn guru of Estonia, Indrek. Indrek is the founder of B2B Growth, a Microsoft partner agency specializing in LinkedIn optimization. With over 100 LinkedIn trainings and thousands of profile makeovers under his belt, Indrek has helped countless businesses and businesses unlock the power of LinkedIn to grow their networks and to generate leads. He is also the co-founder of a startup, Sorry as a Service, which he has sold. Indirect's impressive client list includes names like Pipedrive, DP UK, TransferWise, and British Telecom. All right, get ready to learn something about LinkedIn strategies today. Indrek, hey, welcome to the show.
Yeah, but happy to be here, and thank you, Andy, for reminding me.
We're excited to have you. Now, you have been called Mr. LinkedIn Estonia. So,
Hmm.
what initially drew you to specializing in LinkedIn as a platform for B2B growth?
So, so my background is in sales. I've been mostly working with companies. And I love to sell to companies. And I'm not very good in B2C sales. As a salesman, I really don't like it to sell as an end customer, so to say, to regular people, because I always feel like, oh, they put their last money and then, oh, I feel like guilty. But for businesses, it's amazing because I love to sell to businesses because they have bigger money and the bigger deals. So at LinkedIn is the best platform for business to business sales and outreach. And then Estonia is such a small country. And I saw the opportunity here because it was not utilized as the way it's possible. And that's why we started to specialize only in LinkedIn. And that's the story how we have evolved and grown here.
So, tell us a bit more about B2B growth and the services you offer to help businesses optimize their LinkedIn business.
Yeah, so we are quite straightforward, as you mentioned. We focus only on LinkedIn, and what is the differentiator with the others is we start with the strategy, or we start the question: do you even need to be in LinkedIn, and why do you need to be there? It's not like not everybody, oh, we need to have LinkedIn, but actually a lot of companies and people, they have never thought about why should I be there, or what should I do even there. So it's not that easy, because you need to know your strategy, you need to know who's your target audience, you need to know because if you know your target audience, then you can make content for them, like what they want to read and what is valuable for them, not just generate content with AI. And just it's not about it's not about quantity of posting, it's a quality of the posting. And this is what we do, and this is where we help our customers to grow. Like, let's dig a little bit deeper, like why you need it, and even if do you even need it, and maybe you don't need it. That is also very good outcome.
So, what are some reasons that companies or people do need or should be on LinkedIn?
Yeah, so most of the times, like the main things that we also work with the B2B companies, the main thing, especially depending on the size, let's say 500 plus people, the main reasons to be in LinkedIn is recruiting. Because also, I think in US, like LinkedIn said, like 80 to 90% of people are recruited, the office workers are recruited through LinkedIn. And then also the thing is, people follow people. So you need to make content, you need to be seen, so to say, as a thought leader in LinkedIn. You need to be, vocal about it, because people want to work with amazing people together. And this is something I feel a lot of companies don't know how to do. They are posting about their products, look how amazing we are, etc., 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 and they feel they don't do the human touch, and they don't know how to do it. And this is something that. We are teaching them, or we do it for them, so to say.
So, very interesting. So, talking about the human touch,
Yeah.
I mean, you got Facebook, people are putting pictures up of what they had for dinner and their dogs.
Yeah.
How does that differ? LinkedIn has always been more business-like. So I guess my question is, how do you get the human touch in there with remaining in that kind of business-like frame?
Mm-hmm. So So that's a really good question, and it's a balancing act. So for example, when I mentioned that we start with a strategy, let's now take a company page right now. I don't talk about the personal page right now. Let's take the company pages because I feel see a lot of companies are struggling with it, and if we take the company page, and first we need to determine what is the reason for the company page, and let's say it's employer branding. That the question that you asked, how to add a human touch. So how we have added, like if we know that we want to build employer branding in that company and show them we are starting to make content about their people who work in those companies. So who
Oh,
is the
interesting.
CEO? And not only like, hey, this is the CEO, look at him, but actually in one company right now, we are working in three different country CEOs, and we introduce them, and all of them like fishing, for example. So we put some fishing pictures, we put some holiday pictures, and also we put like serious pictures. So we are showing one person in different views, and showing a little bit more, and exposing them to other, not only like it doesn't need to be always serious, but also adding some what hobbies and etc. They like to do. And then also we are sharing a lot of events where what they do for their own employees, how to celebrate some milestones with their customers, etc. So we are showing these kinds of how can I say, uh, what happens in the office, so to say. And this is how we see that the people really like it, because people always love pictures where other people are, and especially because you know these people, and then you are living together with them, you're supporting them. So that's one of the ways.
What about individuals? I mean, that's great for companies. You're giving them kind of an inside look
Yeah.
inside the company. But what about individuals? What
Mhm.
is that line as far as keeping it business and LinkedIn opposed to Facebook, where you really get into
Yeah.
your personal life?
Yeah, so for us, like we determined that I really like the say like that Facebook is entertainment, LinkedIn is business. So the
I
line
like
is
that.
also there. So yeah, exactly. So the line is there. Like again, this is my experience. Like, people don't need to agree with it, but for example, with posting, like in COVID time, we I saw a lot of posts, like people also started to post about their pets and etc. And look at my pet and even, but they had a story like for me also. So I'm also I did a couple of posts with my dog, but the story behind it is business minded, because I got a dog because I saw I was too much in the office. I didn't go out as much, I didn't walk so much, so I took a dog. And now every day I need to spend minimum 3 hours a day outside and play with my dog, because if I don't do it, the consequences are something I don't want to I don't want to deal with the thing. So again, I'm putting my own story and my own mindset how I deal with if I don't go outside. I so to say solve the problem, so that I took a dog, I have a friend, I have a da da da. So what I recommend there is have some personal story, but hide it with a valuable lesson, or what are the key takeaways. And this is how you don't only like show like, hey, I had this for dinner, but actually you're telling a story about your mindset, showing something very personal. And people always love like pets and animals, etc., like pictures also, but you don't do it very often. You don't do like every second post is about your dog. So that is also, and in LinkedIn, what is really important, quality is always better than quantity. Having really quality post and content, and what also works in LinkedIn is commenting other people post, where you are authentic, and also you give them advice and etc. So these are the couple of things you need to do, because I see a lot of people, they make content, but the content is made right now a lot with AI and etc.
That was going to be the next question I have
Yeah.
is, what do you think about AI generated content in LinkedIn and even AI commenting, using
Yeah.
comments for on others' posts in LinkedIn?
Yeah, again, AI is here to stay. It doesn't go anywhere. It's only getting smarter and better. So we also use AI, like maybe 70 to 80% of the post is written by AI, but the last 10-20% is done by humans still, because for English is not my natural language. And when I do post with AI, the AI uses words that I cannot even pronounce. and people know that I'm not that smart when I use those words, and they feel it's mechanical and so on. Also, there are some people who make amazing posts with AI, but they have amazing prompts, and they know how to use them. So again, I think the average skill level for most people who use AI and do content is not the very highest level, so to say. And that content, especially people when they read it, they know it's written by AI. And the same is with commenting, because I was in another podcast, and then the host said like he made a link post about it in LinkedIn, and then there was a one guy commented. They made a summary of his posts, and the comment was basically it ended with a question that wasn't actually a question for him. Like he knew it was AI, and he blocked that guy from LinkedIn
Hmm.
because he knew that he wanted attention, and because people still understand when it's AI made and when it's not. So what I recommend here is use AI, but still personalize with your own human touch, because it makes a huge difference, and it will go a long way. And also the thing is how LinkedIn algorithm works. LinkedIn measures how long one person reads your post, not the interactions, but how long does it read. And if they understand and they see that your post is made with only AI, they will skip it very fast, and then your post don't get so much reach also.
Interesting. Now, you've trained over 3,000 people in LinkedIn strategies and completed over 1,000 profile makeovers.
Mhm.
I guess I'm curious, what are some of the common mistakes when you go into a LinkedIn account that you almost always see in somebody's account?
Yeah, so the main thing again here where we start is why do you even have a LinkedIn account? I'm very proud to say that after my trainings there are people also who have deleted their accounts. So I'm very proud of that. I think like 50 or 60 people have deleted. So the common mistakes are they don't take it seriously. Like they think, oh, I put some picture and that's it. But no, for us, one makeover takes about 8 to 10 hours. And what is the mistakes? The mistakes is there is no background pictures. The background picture they put, some people put some random picture, some people put some forest picture, but actually you need to understand LinkedIn is a business environment. In LinkedIn, you are representing the company you work for. So I always recommend, like especially when we go to companies, have key people, the backgrounds with the company colors and some tagline, because you are representing that company, and also most of the times the company is better known than you. So use leverage your company's reputation by using their branding, and you get more connection invitations. So if you work for Apple and people understand you work for Apple, then trust me, your connection acceptance rate goes much higher. So that is one of the things, the background image. Then the profile picture. Profile picture needs to be 70 to 80% your face and current face, not the face that you had 2005. So trust me, people change over time. So also keep your so to say profile picture current, because people recognize you there, and it's really important because LinkedIn, especially in US, was is mainly used when you go to conferences, when you go to seminars.
Mhm.
People say like don't exchange business cards, but let's exchange LinkedIn's. And then you guys also have that sometimes with the same name you have, there are 5, 6, 7 people, and then the person is right in front of you, and you don't recognize him because the profile picture is really bad, low quality. So that happens also. And the last thing, there are many things, but the last thing is your headline. The headline, what you have under your name. A lot of people put there, I'm a CEO of non-dynamic, or CEO of X company, or something like that,
Mhm.
or project manager at that company. Most people, 90% of people have never heard about the company you work for. So why do you put that project manager? It doesn't show what is the value that you bring me. So the headline under your picture should be what is the value that you bring to your ideal customers. So for
Give
example,
an example of that.
yeah, exactly. So, for example, if I'm a sales coach, so to say, or I do LinkedIn trainings or something like that, then my headline is helping companies to unlock LinkedIn by proven methods of I don't know, some X organic growth or something like that. Or, for example, we have like a company owner who is in the shipping industry. He looks extremely young. He's actually 45, but he's still young, but he's very young. But the shipping industry is run by like 50, 60, 70-year-old people. It's very old fashioned. And he had this challenge that when he goes to meetings, they say, hey, you're so young, what do you know? Or something like that. But actually he's built a multi-million million business. But now we put this headline, 25 years of experience in marine and shipping industry. Then the next line is that he's also entrepreneur of year in Estonia and etc. So we put some validation headlines, so to say, sentences. Then when people read it, they understand he knows his shit. He's an expert in his field. So this is the thing, because your profile, when people do not know you, they look at your profile 3 to 7 seconds. In 3 to 7 seconds, they need to understand, I want to talk with Andy more. Or if I don't understand, I go away. So that is the thing. It's the same optimization, basically, what you do with your website. If I come to your website and in the first 3, 4 seconds, I do not understand what product or service you offer, I go away, you lose me. The same is with your LinkedIn account. Your LinkedIn account is your website, and you need to understand with your profile is not for you. It is for people who do not know you, and you need to be in control of the narrative that you want them to know about you. What is the most important thing that they will get to know you? And you need to think your ideal customer. So that's why, again, I go back to the strategy, etc. Who is your audience? What you want to tell them, etc., etc. So sorry, it
Yeah.
went a little bit long, but I hope
No,
it's helpful.
that's a great tip. So besides mistakes, I mean, when people are using LinkedIn, what do you find are maybe some under rated features of LinkedIn that not many people use?
No, oh, it's difficult to say. It's So one of the things, especially with the personal profiles, what I see that people don't use is a section called features, and the featured section is there. You can put links, you can put your YouTube links, or whatever you want to put there, or case studies. And the thing is, what it does is when you go to somebody's profile and they have some 2, 3 things in the feature section, it pops out. They can look at it. They can see it. So that these are just a profile for profile. Make it more visible and more nice. And then I think also what people do not know how to use very well is LinkedIn search and Sales Navigator, which I really think is
I was
very
going to ask, that
underused.
was going to be the next thing I asked is
Yeah.
how important is Sales Navigator?
So now it depends your job role, but let's say if you are a business to B2B sales manager, account manager, or whatever, the in B2B sales or partnerships, then I would say that the Sales Navigator is a must, but only if you know how to use it. There is no point of taking a Sales Navigator license if it just you look at the button. Oh, it's I have the golden button in LinkedIn and I never use it. That's a waste of money. But I can say that with only 1 or 2 filters, for example, if you're looking for your ideal customers and you get a result like 10,000 people or 5,000 people, with only one filter, you can make that 5,000 people list to 1,000 people list, and then going through 5,000 people and going through 1,000 people, you will save a lot of hours and time. So there are amazing filters in Sales Navigator that will save countless of hours. And if you calculate that Sales Navigator maybe costs 100 or $150 a month, and you put it in your own hours, I'm pretty sure like most B2B salespeople, the hour is worth more than $50 an hour. And if you save 1 to 2 hours per week using Sales Navigator, it's already paid itself. Like you win a lot of time, but you need to know how to use it. That's a simple version.
There's not a lot of people out there teaching Sales Navigator. I mean, I know
Right.
LinkedIn, but you don't really, I haven't really seen a lot of stuff on like YouTube.
Hmm.
Where
No,
where would people start with that?
no, to be honest, they are again like I. The thing is also in LinkedIn, like I follow a lot of other LinkedIn trainers and gurus and etc. Like, and I get so much LinkedIn content in my feed, so I always think like, who needs another LinkedIn trainer? Like,
Oh, really?
especially
Okay, so there
tons.
is a lot
Yeah, yeah,
out
yeah.
there.
Yeah, yeah, there are tons, but again, like if I speak people out of my industry, then again I understand they don't get the same content as I do. So the best way to start with the Sales Navigator one is again like there is the thing LinkedIn Learning. LinkedIn Learning has some good overviews of Sales Navigator, but also YouTube is a very good source, or they can just contact me because again, like it takes time to learn Sales Navigator, but trust me, when you know how to use, let's say, like 6 or 7 different filters and you can do the right searches, you will save countless of hours, to be honest. Like I really really have seen multiple people like they do searches like 3 4 hours and then you get the really bad results, or you get like over 1,000 people, but just plugging in one filter, for example, is called show people that have posted in the last 30 days, and we
Hmm.
use that filter the most because these are the people, if you have all other criteriums also written down and show me who have posted something in the last 30 days, these people are more active in LinkedIn, and there is a lot higher chance that these people will accept your connection request and also that they will start to talk with you. Also, they are making content so you can start socially selling them by looking what content they make and then adding valuable comments to those people and building relationships like that. And only that filter is worth paying the $100 or $150 a month. Only that filter, and there are so many other things there also.
Yeah, that's a great point of being able to really filter out those that are active on LinkedIn. Because I find a lot of people aren't. They've created a
Yeah.
LinkedIn account and maybe they're going to look at it, maybe once a month, maybe once every
Mhm.
3 months. I mean, never. So I think that's a great
Exactly.
filter. So with your
And I'm just adding, yeah, that LinkedIn actually shared like 90 to 95% of LinkedIn users never comment or post or do anything in LinkedIn. They just read, and that is also why I mentioned before why the content in LinkedIn matters a lot, especially the quality, because LinkedIn measures. They know that a lot of people don't comment, so they measure the time, how much they are spending in one post. The more time they read your post, the more reach the your post will start getting, and because LinkedIn sees that your content is so valuable that it brings in people to see and they want to spend more time.
Interesting. Yeah, let's talk about that. So your
Yeah.
agency is you have on there that you can achieve 2 to 6 times organic growth for your clients in 4 to 6
Mhm.
months. Now, with the organic growth, how are you measuring that? Is that reach, impressions? I mean, how are you measuring it, and what tactics are you using to get these results?
Yeah, so we just did a competitor analysis for one of our customers here in Estonia, like, and it's really cool to see the results because in 8 months we did basically the same amount of posts, but our posts performed 3 times better. Like they get better engagement than the other company posts, and when we see why is the reason. The main reason is because we are extremely consistent and we use formats that LinkedIn loves. So what I mean by that is when I see our competitors, what they do so that most of the times the marketing or person or whoever is responsible for the accounts, they have so much work. Sometimes they post 1 times a week, sometimes they post 2 times a week, and sometimes they post 3 times a week. Then one week they don't post at all. What we do is we create a system that every week we have minimum 2 posts, minimum 2 things. We post always pretty much on the same time that and every week, and we are teaching the algorithm that we are consistent and we are active on LinkedIn. It takes about
How how
three.
important how important is that to increasing reach?
Oh, that is huge important. So what we see that LinkedIn really values that you are consistent and doing because for one customer we didn't do we our collaboration was stopped for a couple of months, and now we are starting again and we see the reach is down by 50% that we had previously
How
because
how
again
long does it take being consistent before you start seeing?
uh, depending on the account, but most of the times like about 6 months to retrain
Well,
the
so you
algorithm.
have to be patient then.
Oh yeah. So and also the metrics that you ask, what we are measuring is the KPIs for most of the that's personal and company pages is comments and post shares. So one comment that is longer than 10 words equals to 15 likes. So
Wow, that's
exactly.
good to know.
So yeah, so and that is so personal, and so it's not always like that, but that's the average, so to say, that we see. So we are not measuring how many followers we are getting and etc. These are and impressions. These are really good metrics just to have. But the main thing is because I see accounts that have million of followers, but their engagement is lower than some of our companies that have 500 followers. So we have one company that has 500 followers, and some of his posts are getting 300 likes. And then I go to companies that have 1 million followers, and they might get like 100 likes or 50 likes or something like that, and then no comments. So our company pages have like 3, 4, 5 comments, etc. So we are measuring comments because the comments are so important, because I mentioned one equals to 10 to 15 likes, plus the reach of the post gets at least 3 or 4 times better reach with the commenting than with likes. And also shares are really working really well right now. So and how you achieve that, especially when you work in a bigger companies, you need to train your employees that we need to support LinkedIn growth. So in the beginning, it starts with your employees. They start to comment, and also it's for personal. If you, as a sales executive, CEO, HR, whatever, you start to do your post, you share it with your colleagues. They know that, hey, let's support you with our commenting. And the thing is, people feel in the beginning, especially, people feel like it's fake. Oh my God, I need to comment my own colleague, or I need to
Uh-huh.
comment on my own company. They feel it's fake. I don't want to do it. But how you get over it is because one is training, and the other thing, have better quality content. If the content is quality, then and for example, you share a case study or something like that, and then uh, basically Andy comments, wow, this is really great. And then you share, maybe, hey, John, look at this, they got these kinds of results. Or if you work in that, then you can tag somebody in that company that you work together, that, hey, was amazing working with you, and thanks for trusting us, or something like that. You put that kind of a comment, which doesn't feel fake anymore.
Uh-huh.
Because, as I mentioned, most companies do really shit content. They do like, hey, look at us, we are so great, or look at our new product. Nobody wants to comment, yes, our product is great. Nobody, like, especially
Yeah.
only if you're the founder or something like that, then you only want to comment like that. But it's not authentic sometimes. Yes, they trust the products, but again, LinkedIn, nobody cares about your product. You need to build trust with their audience, and trust building takes time.
Now, you had mentioned followers. When you post something on LinkedIn, what percentage is just served to followers, and when might your post appear for people who don't follow your LinkedIn page?
Yeah, so again, like, this difference on the page is quite a lot, but on average, so this is what LinkedIn said, that if your post gets 10% or 15% of impressions, then of the followers, then it's already a good post. So that means, like, for example, if you have 1,000 followers and your post gets 100 to 200 views, then it's already a good post, so to say. But not everybody will see the post when you post it. So your followers or your personal page, how it works is, the most recent people who have liked your content, they will see it first. And as we see also, LinkedIn measures in the first 2 hours, the more comments, the more likes, the more shares your post will get, the more the post will start to organically grow. And that's why, again, comments are so crucial, because if I post something and you, Andy, comment on it, then your followers will see your comment and my post. And then people who never heard about me, they will also see my content, and they will start to see, okay, Andy commented, I trust Andy. Andy is really cool guy, that I want to, and the comment was really long, so I want to know who is this Indrek and why he commented, etc. Or the other way around, and Andy posts something, Indrek comments something valuable, blah 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 blah, then my followers will see your post. And the same is with company pages, and this is how it works, and this is how you get the new people to see your content. But now the key is, and this is something not a lot of people think about it, a lot of people in LinkedIn with personal pages, they have built really bad networks, because they, in their network, when you start, let's say you do a new personal profile today, you start to add people who are your former colleagues, university friends, etc., etc., etc. But the question is, are they your ideal audience? Most of the time they are not. And
Yeah.
this is the thing.
That's another big difference between LinkedIn and Facebook right there.
Yes, exactly. And this is something that you need to really think about it. Like people say, oh, start commenting and doing, but now the question is, do the right people see your content? And building a network of the right people, that takes a lot of time. And then you need to know who the right people are, etc., etc., etc.
So let's talk, before we go here, let's talk a little bit about B2B growth, your company.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing there, and who should be interested if they're out there listening?
So, as our talk has been mostly LinkedIn, so this is what we do. We are specializing 100% on LinkedIn platform, and everything we just talked, this is what we do. We come in, we do trainings, we do strategies, we take over personal accounts, company accounts, and make content, can generate leads, etc. So this is all what we do, and this is our specialization. And who should be interested is companies who really want to make LinkedIn work for them. And I'm more than happy whoever reaches out to do a free profile audits, whoever wants that, couple of audits, and then more than happy to share feedback, how you can improve, what can you do, and then we take it from there.
And how can people contact you?
So the easiest way is hit me up in LinkedIn or from our website, B2B Growth.
Well, this has been great. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap it up today?
No, I just want to say really, really appreciate to be in this podcast and answering your questions. I really hope it was interesting for you also. And really amazing that you do the podcast, because it's, I think, one of the best ways to learn. So thank you for doing that.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Indrek.
Mhm.
For listeners, remember, if you like this episode, please go to Apple Podcasts, leave us an honest review. And if you would like to connect with Indirect or B2B Growth, you will find the links in the show notes below. In addition, if you're looking for more information on growing your business, check out our podcast resource center available at podcast.makeeachclickcount.com. We have compiled all of our different past guests by show topic and include each of the contact information in case you would like more information in any of the services discussed during previous episodes. Well, that's it for today. Remember to stay safe, keep healthy, and happy marketing. And I'll talk to you in the next episode.